What's up everybody, Raijin here. Diamond and Pearl remakes are finally confirmed and I'm already thinking about which Pokemon I'll have in my party. So, 10 Pokemon for your party in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. When I start a new Pokemon game, I follow two special rules: to only use Pokemon of that generation and not use my legendaries. So all 10 Pokemon are from Sinnoh region and will be Pokemon you can obtain before beating the Elite Four. Starters won't be on this list cause of course everyone is going to have his starter in the party, and also I'll share a tip with you about how to beat one of the most annoying gym leaders of all time. And let's go! The first Pokemon of this list is Luxray. Luxray is a Pokemon you can obtain very early in the game, as you can encounter Sinks almost everywhere, and at level 30 you have a fully evolved Pokemon in your party, with great attack and a total base stat of 523. Another good thing about Luxray is that it only has one weakness against ground type Pokemon, so it can be KO'd easily despite its average defense. A good moveset for Luxray is not Thunderbolt but Spark, cause of its 30% chance to paralyze the target, which makes Luxray move first, Crunch, which can also lower the target's defense, Ice Fang in order to deal great damage to ground, grass and dragon type Pokemon, and Super Power to deal great damage to ice, rock, steel and dark type Pokemon. The variety in its moveset in combination with Rivalry or Guts, which both boost its attack, make Luxray deadly. When I played the Soul Silver, I had a Nursaring with Guts ability that I used to set on fire in order to deal great damage, and guys, it was deadly and also very funny. You should try it, totally worth it. Luxray will be useful against Crusher's gym and his team except Quagsire, against Team Galactic's leader Cyrus, and at least one Pokemon from every trainer in Pokemon League. So Luxray is a strong, easy to obtain and very cool Pokemon for your party. Next, the second Pokemon of this list is Gallade. Ralts is another easy to find Pokemon, and at level 20 it evolves to Kirlia, which is very useful against fighting types. Also, by the time you obtain the Dawnstone, you can immediately evolve it again, and only at level 20. The only drawback is that Dawnstone in Diamond and Pearl can only be obtained on Route 225, which is after the Elite Four. But in Platinum it can also be found on Route 212 and Mountain Coronet. So let's hope we can obtain it easily, cause Gallade is a Pokemon with a total base stat almost as good as Luxray's, and if Mega Evolutions return, its stats will raise by 100. A good moveset for Gallade is Drain Punch, Night Slash, Ice Punch and Psycho Cut. With this moveset, Gallade could also stand a chance against 2 out of its 3 weaknesses. Also, it would be useful against Byron, Candice and against 4 out of 5 Pokemon in Flint's team. So Gallade is a strong, cool Pokemon, has an even stronger and cooler Mega Evolution and could also be useful in your journey. Next is Roserade. Badu is another easy to find Pokemon and evolves to Roselia at 10 level with high friendship, and Roselia can also be encountered in the wild. In contrast with Dawnstone, Shiny Stone can be found on Iron Island and Underground, so by the time you obtain the Explorer Kit, which is very early in the game, you can search for Shiny Stones and have a fully evolved strong Pokemon in your party. Its total base stat is 515 with high special attack, great special defense and above average speed. Roserade has 4 weaknesses, but with a good moveset of Dazzling Gleam, Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball and Shadow Ball, Roserade would have an advantage against Dark, Fighting, Dragon, Fairy, Ground, Rock, Water and Ghost type Pokemon. It would be useful against the gym leaders Rourke and Crusher and could also wipe out the entire team of Bertha. So Roserade is a very easy to obtain Pokemon with great stats that will also help you on your first steps as a Pokemon trainer. On number 4 is Drifblim. First, I think Drifblim's design as a hot air balloon, which is also a ghost type Pokemon, is brilliant. And for those who want an alternate version of a flying type Pokemon in their party like Staraptor, Drifblim is a great choice. Even if it can only be found under special conditions, Drifloon can be obtained very early in the game at level 22 or something every Friday, and it evolves at level 28. With a total base stat of almost 500, Drifblim's HP is outstanding. Its special attack is good, average attack and speed, and bad defense and special defense. But with a proper moveset, that's not a problem. And that moveset is Shadow Ball, Fly if you don't have another flying type Pokemon in your party, Stockpile, which raises users' defense and special defense one stage and can be used up to 3 times before Swallow in order to restore its health. Speed Up is also a good option to combine with Stockpile and Swallow. Drifblim has 5 weaknesses, but it's great against fighting types and could wipe out the entire team of Lucian. Its brilliant and kinda cute design along with his unique style in battles make it a great choice for people who want to try an alternative party. Another interesting Ghost-type Pokemon that you'll enjoy to have in your party is Rotom. In Diamond and Pearl, Rotom was only available after beating the Elite Four, but in Platinum it's available by the time you get the HM cut. Its stats are not so good, but if you change its form, Rotom has a total base stat of 520. Great special attack, defense, and special defense. But the part you will enjoy the most with Rotom in your team is the fact that you can change its form and type depending on the situation. A good moveset for Rotom is Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power of a type depending on its form, and last is also a move depending on its form like Overheat and Hydro Pump. Rotom is a Pokemon you can use against a variety of enemies however you like, and that's why Rotom is a very interesting, cool and fun Pokemon to have in your party. The 6th Pokemon on this list is Drapion. Drapion is also the key for the win against Fantina and her annoying Mismagius. Skorupi can be found before the battle against Fantina and evolves at level 40. So, if you manage to have a level 40 Drapion against her, it's almost 100% win. Its high defense and great attack and speed make Drapion a very strong Pokemon with a total base stat of 500. Its only weakness is ground type, psychic attacks doesn't work, and ghost attacks are not very effective against Drapion. The proper moveset against Fantina is Swords Dance, Knock Off, Night Slash, and Cross Poison. Swords Dance raised Drapion's attack by 2 stages, and Knock Off would deal great damage against Mismagius because it holds an item and damage is increased by 50%. Deadly. Another moveset to try after the easy win is Earthquake, Night Slash, Cross Poison, and X-Scissor, in combination with Sniper ability and Scope Lens, which raise Drapion's critical hit rate even more. With this moveset, Drapion could win against Fairy, Poison, Dark, Psychic, Ghost, Fire, Steel, and Rock-type Pokemon, and could easily wipe out Lucian. A very strong and cool Pokemon that would really help you in the entire journey. Next is one of the coolest Pokemon of all time. Weavile is a Pokemon that can be obtained later than every other Pokemon on this list, and that's because in order to evolve a Sneasel, you have to level it up while holding a Razor Claw at night, which can only be found in Cyrus' office and Victory Road. Weavile has a lot of weaknesses, but its high attack and outstanding speed could KO a Pokemon without even getting hit. A proper moveset that I found for competitive battles and already tried myself is Swords Dance, Night Slash, Ice Pants, and Low Kick, which deals more damage to heavier targets, and almost every Rock, Steel, and Ice type Pokemon is by far heavier than Weavile. That means that if your Weavile manages to survive the first round where Swords Dance will raise its attack by 2 stages, it becomes a deadly Pokemon, especially against Lucian and Cynthia's Garchomp and Roserade. So Weavile is a deadly and very cool Pokemon that you would definitely enjoy having in your team. Another great Pokemon with brilliant design that you'll love having in your party is Mamoswine. It's very cool and very strong Pokemon with great HP, very high attack and total base stat of 530. Swinub is a Pokemon that can be found after the 6 gym badge, but it's a very useful Pokemon for the rest of the journey. It evolves to Piloswine at level 33, and if you have a hard scale you can go to Pastoria City to remind it ancient power, and evolve it again to Mamoswine. Mamoswine may have 5 weaknesses, but if its ability is Thick Fat, fire-type attacks stop being super effective. A good moveset is Avalanche, which doubles the damage if the user takes damage first, Earthquake, Rock Tomb, and Super Power. Mamoswine can solo almost every trainer from that point of the game, like Volkner's team, Cyrus' team, 3 out of 4 Elite Four members, including Cynthia's Garchomp and Barry's team. So even if Mamoswine can be obtained later in the game, it's very useful, strong, cool Pokemon and totally worth being in every party. And of course, the strongest non-legendary Pokemon in the entire Sinnoh region couldn't be missed from this list. Garchomp's total base stat reached the amazing number of 600, and almost every stat is great. Its attack is exceptional, and the only low stat is special defense, which is not bad at all. Also, if Mega Evolutions return, Garchomp would be unstoppable, as its total base stat would reach the 700. Gible can only be found in that special section of a hidden cave by the time you get Surf and Strength, and that's also the reason why I want it in my party. Cause back in 2007 we didn't have internet in my village and none of my friends, neither I, knew where to find it, so now I'll definitely put it in my party. Garchomp has 3 weaknesses and is on serious trouble against Ice-type Pokemon, but with a proper moveset of Sword Dance, Earthquake, Fire Fang or Crunch and Dragon Claw, Garchomp could win a lot of battles and almost solo the entire Elite Four. Having a cool, strong, pseudo-legendary Pokemon like Garchomp in your party of course means a lot of fun and a lot of wins. Honorable mentions on this list are Gliscor, cause in order to evolve Gligar you must have Razor Fang, which can only be obtained after beating the Elite Four, and Electivire, which requires Electrizer and a trade with a friend, and both are hard to find. And last but not least is Chatot. No, it's Lucario. Cause of course it's Lucario, one of the coolest Pokemon ever and the most popular Pokemon in the entire world till a frog trained by ninjas took its place. Lucario's stats are great and even greater when it Mega Evolves and becomes even cooler, and has only 3 weaknesses. But who cares about its weaknesses? Look at it, it's brilliant! You get a Riolu Egg from Riley on Iron Island, and a good moveset is Abra Sphere, Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, and hidden power of Water, Ice, Grass, Ground or Rock type that could be super effective against Ground or Fire type Pokemon. Lucario is not very useful in important battles, but depending on its hidden power type, it may be useful. But no matter how many times I play Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Lucario will always be in my party. And that's it for today guys, hope you liked the video, and if you do, subscribe to my channel and more videos will come. Comment down below which Pokemon are you planning to have in your party, and till next time.